Hi, Nicholas. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me here.
Yes, and would like to get you to give us a quick overview about your company, Argentina Lithium and Energy.
Well, our company does what the name says it does. We are an exploration company focused on lithium exploration in Argentina. Now, what makes that really unique is that our projects are situated in the northwestern part of Argentina, which forms part of the Lithium Triangle. Now, what's key about the Lithium Triangle is this is where more than half of the world's known lithium reserves come. And the other interesting aspect about this area is that most of the deposits here occur as brines. The lithium occurs in brines, which makes them amongst the lowest cost producers. So some of the world's most competitive lithium deposits and lithium mines this is where they're situated. And us, through the Grosso Group, we have an extensive experience in Argentina, over 30 years, and we've been able to leverage our contacts to be able to acquire some extremely prospective projects, four of them that we're working on right now, and on one of them that we're drilling. The results that we're getting is that we're finding exactly the same numbers that our neighbors there, like Argosy Minerals and Rio Tinto, have.
Great to hear. So last week, recently, you have announced a really exceptional milestone, the news with a $90 million investment by Stellantis. So would you like to elaborate more about this transaction with quite a bit of details within it?
No, absolutely. The news release is convoluted. That's what happens when you have lawyers who write it up, and they're very good lawyers. I'm not trying to disparage anybody, but it's really quite straightforward. I mean, this really speaks to the quality of the projects that we've been able to identify. Two of our projects, like I said, have major mining companies that are working on them. So there are discoveries on these lithium brines where we're operating, and Stellantis recognizes the potential. So they've been able to come in and they said, look, why don't we fund you all the way until you get to the production point? Just before to the pre-feasibility study, define the resources, and then afterwards we can talk about going forwards into production. So they agreed to put in the $90 million into our company that will allow us to execute on all our drill programs, and in fact accelerate all our drill programs and all the exploration programs that need to be done to advance our projects to just before to the end of feasibility study. And at that point, we would be in a position to begin discussions about going into production. And of course, and just to say, and in return, what we do is they buy 19.9% of our company with that, which gives it a tremendous valuation. And the second thing is, of course, we agreed that we would supply to Stellantis about half of our projected lithium production, an offtake agreement, up to about 15,000 tons of lithium carbonate equivalent per year for a period of 7 years.
Wow, that's exceptional. So you mentioned a bit earlier that during your answers there that they like you guys, of course. Do you want to explain a bit more what do you think of why they're interested in investing in your group in terms of company or projects? Because there seems to be quite a few explorers in the region as well.
Well, we of course have in Argentina, we're a known quantity. We've had, we operate as a Grosso Group. Grosso Group is extremely well known in Argentina. Joe Grosso, the chairman, he's been inducted into Argentina's Mining Hall of Fame in Argentina, Mining Man of the Year there. So we have a long history of success in that country. So when they come to Argentina and they look to see who are the quality, not just quality projects, but the quality and experienced teams there, our name came first and foremost. So that was the first thing that came to our introduction. And the second of all, they did an extremely in-depth and detailed due diligence on all of our projects, and they could see what the potential there was for these projects. These are look very likely to be able to advance and to yield resources as they foresee and as we foresaw. So we were able to strike a partnership there.
Great. And do you foresee that we'll see more automakers to come in and take a look at more exploration company in the lithium space or battery metal space earlier, so that they can secure the source of materials as we sort of see that growing demand of these more materials heating up in the next few years?
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, you could see if you Google the president of Stellantis, he said that there is not enough lithium on planet Earth to be able to build all the electric vehicles that could replace all the combustion engine vehicles. So yes, there's a sense, not quite desperation, but there's this urgency to be able to secure a steady supply of lithium in the very near term in order to ensure that production of electric cars continues. And to do that, I think right now there's not that many projects around the world that are able to generate that. And especially here in the Lithium Triangle, there's only a few that have gone into production. The rest have some resources or have some prospects, but because of the relatively low cost nature of producing lithium, and with new technologies like direct lithium extraction technologies that are coming onto stream very quickly, it makes these very, very prospective and very, very attractive. And I think, yes, we will see more electric vehicle companies reaching down into the exploration level to ensure that they have a supply of lithium for the future. It's Stellantis, what they did here, they bought that optionality for them because they know how much lithium is going to be demanded going forward.
Yeah, you touch upon about the macro for the lithium industry. As you probably follow the lithium price this year, since the beginning, it seems to have a bit of a correction of the lithium price. What's the thoughts on that? Do you think it's sort of going for a transition that we are seeing the bottom of the lithium price now? It's going to trending up again in the next few years?
Yeah, I mean, I think that just the way that our deal was structured with Stellantis, I think should answer the question about, what do I think about the demand for lithium? This is a very, when we seeing major world-class companies reaching down to junior exploration companies to ensure that they have a supply, obviously they foresee a huge demand for lithium in the near future here and going forward. Sure, every year, month by month, the price of lithium will vary. Nothing goes up in a straight line. But I think that the demand for lithium going forward is going to be really high, and I think we're going to see the prices of lithium begin to reflect that shortage in a very near future as well.
So in summary, I'd like to point out, so with the strategic investment now you've got, so what's next for your company, and how are you going to execute your plan?
Well, our plan was to drill out two of our first-tier projects using a single drill rig because it's expensive and time-consuming. But now that we don't have to worry about money, that we know what we need over the next few years, I think we're going to see, get 2, 3, or 4 drill rigs, accelerate our exploration plans, and get to the point where we can do a resource calculation and pre-feasibility study much, much sooner than what we initially anticipated. So this is a very exciting time, I think, for Argentina Lithium and for our shareholders.
Thank you, Nicholas, for your time. It looks like a lot of exciting news to come to look for the investors' point of view for your company. Thank you again for being here with us today.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.